and rock and roll, and he has returned. Daniel Bryan is back. Not just in the WWE, not just to Total Bellas, not just to Total Divas, but also right here on Talk is Jericho. For the third time, he has returned to everything, including the WWE. He's telling us all about his miraculous return today. Find out what it took to get cleared to return to the ring. So long. It took him 3 years to get that clearance. And how did he really feel when he was initially forced to retire? He's also talking about his reality show, Total Bellas, that he films with his wife, Brie. He and Brie really did live in John Cena's house with Brie's sister, Nikki, and John, who have now since broken up. Huge Hollywood news. And John's crazy rules are real. Daniel talks about dressing up for dinner, no shoes in the house, some of the other very strict rules that Cena asked them to follow. And Daniel also talks about what he planned to do if WWE did not clear him to get back in the ring, what he's going to do now that he has been cleared. He's got some interesting ideas for the Indies, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and of course, WWE. We talked about this. We filmed it. We recorded it when we were in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And here it is, the return of Daniel Bryan to everything. All right. So we are here in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and we're just laughing about how we both slept all afternoon. And now we're going to have to deal with the jet lag that you get.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the 9:30 leave for the bus.
They changed it, didn't they?
Yeah, they changed it to 9:30. And you wouldn't know unless you checked your app. And so, like, as somebody who doesn't regularly check the app, I wouldn't have known had I not had an appearance earlier. And then, like, and then somebody said it, like, you know, oh, I can't believe we have to be there at 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, 9:30 in the morning?
Because it was 11:30. I'm like, there's no way that's going to stick. You know, for a show like this, like, you know, it starts at 7. I was thinking 11:30 is pretty early, or pretty late for us to be going there.
See, I thought it was early. I thought,
really?
Man, I can't believe we're leaving at 11:30 for
a 7 o'clock show, though.
For a 7 o'clock show, yeah.
But this is bigger than Mania, right?
I mean, kind of.
In a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways.
Is it exciting for you, though? Because it's like one of your first, I mean, you've only been officially back for like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever it is.
This will be my fourth match.
Fourth match?
Yeah, this will be my fourth match back.
And what was your first match back?
WrestleMania was match number 1.
Yeah.
Match number 2 was a singles match against AJ Styles on SmackDown. And then match number 3 was a tag match with AJ against Rusev Day.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've had...
So check this out. I don't know if you know this, and I told you I had a story to tell you. So a few weeks before WrestleMania, maybe 3 or 4 weeks, I get a call from Vince. And he's talking about Shane and his appendix, or not his appendix, his diverticulitis, and he had an infection in his hand, and there was one other thing as well. Staph infection.
Yep.
Something had gone wrong. Hernia. That was it. And he goes, listen, like, we don't know if he can do Mania. And he had somehow looked or got someone to look at what my schedule was, and we had a Fozzy show that day. And originally, I was like, well, why are we competing against WrestleMania? Why don't we just combine it? We'll do an earlier show, then let the venue buy WrestleMania, and I'll watch WrestleMania with all the fans. So he's like, I know you're doing a Fozzy show, and then I know you're going to watch WrestleMania with your fans. He goes, what would you think about coming to New Orleans if Shane can't do it? Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, so,
okay.
I mean, so I don't... It was just, it's weird because we're in this stage now where they don't tell the boys anything. Right? So, like, they keep all the secrets from the boys because they're afraid that the boys are all talking to the dirt sheets and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, and so I asked, I said, because Shane called me and told me, he said, I'm in the hospital right now. I've got diverticulitis while I was in Antigua.
Yeah.
And then when they were giving me IVs, I got a staph infection from the IVs. And then I have this hernia that's like coming out of my stomach. And I'm just like, it's like, but don't worry, I'll be ready for Mania. I was like, what? How?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I said.
So like so I was on my way to TV. So I was actually going through security when he texted me and said, call me. And all that happened. And then, so I talked to him and he said that. And so when I got the TV the next day, I was like, what are we going to do? Like, certainly he can't be wrestling. And they said, well, he says he's wrestling, but we have a backup, and we think it's a pretty good backup.
Yeah.
But I said, who is it? And they're like, we can't tell you. You can't tell me? Like, I'm in the match.
Right.
Shouldn't I know?
So you're just finding out now?
No, I mean, I had assumed.
Gotcha.
I had kind of assumed that you were the person who makes the most sense with your history with Kevin and all that kind of stuff.
And it's funny though, because it's like we were looking, like we were Googling airport, because there's in Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, like the most out of the way place. So we were looking up like airports close to Hampton Beach and how long is the charter to get there. He said, okay, you can make it right on time and we'll give you a police escort and you'll basically have to get there and go right into the ring. I said, listen, I got no problem with that. And I know that Brian has no problem with it. Kevin and Sammy, especially Sammy, are going to have heart attacks calling a WrestleMania match in the ring. I mean, obviously we would have think of some stuff beforehand, but like, I can do it. I don't have a problem. So can you. We can do it now. But I was like, Sammy is going to die of a freaking aneurysm if we do that. So anyways, that was the other, and then the same as you. And they finally, next week, Vince's like, I think Shane's going to do it. I'm like, how is he getting cleared?
Yeah.
With like, you know, is that even, like, how do you do that?
That was one of the things I was thinking. And, you know, just Shane is just, he's fearless, right?
Of course. Well, he's one of us. Like, we would do the same, right?
And it's weird because he had that helicopter crash, right? So he was in that helicopter crash. And the pilot was more shaken up than Shane was. And Shane was just like, okay. He was keeping the pilot calm. And it's like one of those things where it's just like, what? Like, you're going down in a helicopter. How do you not like...
It's a McMahon. He's not going out that way. But yeah, when I heard he's going to do it, I'm like, well, A, that's crazy. B, of course he can. I just didn't know like how they could get a doctor to clear him. But, you know, I guess when your dad owns the company, there's ways to make it work. But.
Yeah.